was so avoiding doing this one because I think it goes without saying that you should just stay away from dating your own sign if you are a water sign, particularly because we are so emotional, so intuitive. I feel like the benefits of dating a water sign, which if you've seen my stay away from Scorpio video, you know what I'm talking about. We already have, of all the elements, the water signs are the element that has the most deep connections because water is deep. It loves depth. It loves deep conversations. It loves to love. It loves to be fully invested and involved and obsessed and possessive. So two water signs is a very intense connection in general, but a Cancer and a Cancer, two of the moodiest, two of the most passive aggressive, two of the most likely to be arrested. That's a It's a doozy, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Not that I haven't done it because, I try anything twice. The first time might not have been right, but I'm telling y'all, this one, I don't know about this one. Okay. A Cancer man and a Cancer woman. Let's get into it. Cancer woman is the traditional family introverted person. And a Cancer man, oh my goodness. I love Cancers. What attracts me to Cancer men is they come off very family oriented. They come off with a desire for family and with a desire for a really close knit unit, and that has deep connections. Now, where that can go wrong is that could be manipulation tactic for them to try to get in your pants. Okay? And as a Cancer, let me just say, if you don't think you think all Cancers are just quiet and nerdy on off to the side and they don't be getting it in and finding new things, I know you lying. Okay? Cancers can be some of the biggest whoremongers that you will ever see in the world. Okay? The moment you mess up with a Cancer, they're thinking about cheating on you. And they can, because they typically attractive people or marketable people. Okay, even if they're introverted, they have a personality where people are drawn to them. They're charismatic. So Cancers get people, even if they're not the flashy Leo or the super social Gemini. These Cancers, people are drawn to them. And if you got a Cancer with a personality, it don't matter if they got a gap tooth, they overweight, whatever, like, they're getting people. Trust me and believe me. Like, people are just naturally attracted to some Cancers because of that mystery introversion. And then once they get the little tidbits of the personality, it's like popcorn. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. So Cancers and that addictive personality that they have that draws people, it also makes them likely to be big cheaters. Like, they can be real big whoremongers dealing with men, particularly. Like, I've dated a Cancer, yanked his TV out the wall. I couldn't deal with him. I was real toxic back in the day, y'all. Don't listen to Auntie. Don't be getting yourself into property damage and domestic violence problems, because that ain't the way of the Lord. Okay, don't do it. But I will say this: when a Cancer and a Cancer are together and it's good, it is good. When it is bad, it is awful. We're talking big blow-ups, big arguments, big police gotta come out. It's a problem when two Cancers get together because Cancers are notoriously petty. Like, the Cancer is the most arrested sign in the zodiac. They are the most dangerous sign for crimes of passion and jealousy. That's word to the FBI. Look that up yourself. But the more I've seen my patterns dealing with Cancers, the more I believe it to be true. On the flip side, though, you could get a Cancer who's extremely, and this is rare, nonchalant and cold. You can get Cancers are typically known to be crybabies and care too much, but you can get a very, very emotionally uninvolved Cancer, and this is specifically a Cancer with mommy issues. This is somebody with mother abandonment issues or a traumatic mother dynamic. These people tend to be very, very nonchalant, and very just unemotional, which is not normal for a Cancer. And I don't mean that they don't have emotions, because they still are very sensitive and intuitive, but just they're not as expressive as a Cancer typically is. You have to keep in mind that the Cancer is ruled by the moon, so they change the whole tides of the world when their mood is off. So if a Cancer is, if a Cancer is very traumatized or depressed or feeling something emotionally, like, they're not going to be emotional people at all, which is unnormal for them, but it is going to be very, very rough. Like, and I know a lot of girls love to unfortunately nurture, and we want to nurture our man, and we want to build them up and love on them and think that our love is gonna be the way. But no, you just wind up mothering the Cancer, and it won't work out for you regardless. So a Cancer in that aspect, it's just like, you get one who's hurt, or you get one who's hoeing, and it is all bad for you, sis. You're gonna be wanting to pull your hair out at the end of the night, child. Okay. And then you want to talk about, again, ruled by the moon, very changing tides. The cutoff game on a Cancer is something serious. I know the brothers out here can contest to it, but when a Cancer cuts you off, or y'all get into it really, really bad, they can be extremely cold. Those two sides of the moon are so real. Cancers are not bipolar like the Gemini or the Libra. They don't flip-flop. But when they flip, it's some stuff you've never seen. Like, a common thing with Cancers who get into it with Cancers is, I never knew they could be that way. A Cancer will cut you off or flip a switch on you so hard, you wouldn't believe any of the things that y'all been through on the good side. Like, on the good side, everything is so great. Y'all are going on great dates, meeting each other's family. You're talking about the future. And then once you get into it and that switch flips, and now they don't like you anymore, or you don't like them, or you're just really angry with each other, you will see a side of them you never even knew existed. That's where the coldness, that's where the detachedness, that's where the pettiness, you will see it on a different level. It will be so dark and feel demonic to you, even because you did not expect it or know that. You'll be questioning, like, did this person ever really love me? Like, oh my God. And they did. But that is how low, like, it's very few signs that can deal with the Cancer's moodiness. And that moodiness, like when things are bad and they're not feeling it, like, it is rough. So that is another reason why it is really hard for Cancers to date a Cancer. That bad side of the relationship usually does not outweigh the good side, but it's still the Cancer intuitive, connection. These relationships still tend to be long lasting. Like, toxicity be the glue that holds Cancer together. So if this is something that y'all agree with, y'all let me know in the comments, questions, concerns below. And I'm gonna have a lot of backlash with this, honey, but Cancer is 10 out of 10. Don't recommend, but I said what I had to say. I said my piece. I'm just gonna tell you what your mama never told you, because this is the Bad on Beat channel, and this is what it is. Furthermore, there's no community without the you and the I, y'all. So make sure y'all leaving them questions, comments, and concerns below. I love hearing from you. Check me out on social media as well. In the meantime, in between time, it's your girl, Bad on BB, over and out.